Hello everybody, welcome back to Fuck You. Let's play, shall we? So, lots of stuff happened this turn. None of it good. But let's start with Ultima Delica, shall we? So, if you'll recall, last turn what I wanted to do was just move all the crap that I had into Citlan's army, just to try and catch it. Because I just wanted to see, like, how... If we actually have any sort of chance against these fucking units. So let's find out, shall we? Because we were successful. I actually managed to catch him. So we've got lots of banishments that do no damage. We've got a cold bolt that does no damage. In fact, the only thing that's done damage so far is my diatribe archers. So. Maybe that's what I need, maybe I need archers. Maybe that's... Well, they've got shields, I don't know. Oh, banished did a bit of damage. Problem is, of course, that I guess banish is going to do damage to my troops as well, right? Because it's just an AoE. I'm going to put this on turbo just because it's incredibly tedious. He does so much damage. Why does... Why do they do so much damage? Why do they hit for like a million billion damage? They only get one attack. It's like it hits for like... There's like multiple damage numbers come up. Is that just because there's so many units on one square, I guess? Oh well, whatever. As you can plainly see, I can't kill any of these fucking things. Is my problem. Quite a few of them are... This guy's got 6 hit points. And he's been diseased, so that's good. But, yeah, this is not... This is a huge fucking problem. And of course, when his prophet banishes, he just banishes all of my skeletons instantly. Are they doing damage to each other with the fire? No, they're fire resistant. I don't know. I'm not very good at this game. Don't know if you know this. So, this is what happened. So, we just lost 192 troops. We lost 2 commanders and our little shitty mage. And a whole ton of respawn. Or, well, reanimated corpses. And we did 7 units worth of damage. Now, in fairness, these things cost 60 gold each. So, 7 times 6 is... 7, 14, 21... 2 21s is 42, so 420 gold. So, we actually did quite a lot of damage to him, really, because my troops are all free. He did 34 woodland harpooneers, so that's 340 gold. The biggest loss is just the mage, I guess, which is another 100 gold. So, actually, this is more or less an equal fight then, right? I guess it looks worse than it really is, because these units are so expensive. That doing 7 is actually pretty good. I don't know, it doesn't feel good. This feels like a really bad result to me. No matter how much I try to rationalise it. But anyway, that was the battle in Ultima Delica. It's difficult. Other things that happened this turn were Battle in Dragon Ridge. This was Kinladod rolling out his mega stack finally. And also Battle in Wicker Woods. So this is 35 more of these fucking things. So that's these 2 provinces. So the only... Like... What I'm hoping happens next turn is that these 2 guys aren't coordinating with each other and they both attack Kalermagor and they have a fight. So I've left a scout in this province. Because I'm really hoping that happens, but somehow I doubt it's going to happen. Unexpected event in Kalermagor, we got 3 blood slaves. Golem range, we got 4 Urgems, and in Dweck, a charismatic preacher has appeared carrying the word of a rival pretender who now has dominion of the land. Dominion change. I wonder whose dominion we got. And that's it for messages. So, what's happening this turn? Well, I have no more units down here anymore. I've got, like, a couple. This guy's staying in the garrison because he's map move 1, unfortunately. Everyone else is just moving back to Citlan now, because Citlan can quite easily take this temple now. I can't defend it, obviously. There's nothing here. So we're moving all the units from these two provinces into my cap. And I guess we've lost the Western Front. That's what's happened. In Citlan, not much has changed. We're just still recruiting basic mages. Well, not quite basic, but these guys who are Water 2 Death 1. Just because they're quite cheap. It's tempting to just recruit Supreme Composers, to be honest. Just that we've got a ton of level 3 Banishers. And maybe that would be the better option. But I don't know. Yeah, fuck it, let's just do that. I obviously have no hope of ever actually winning this game, so yeah, let's just we should think short term instead of long term. Long term, more research would be nice. Short term, let's get some level 3 priests. So we'll do that. Keep recruiting the Harpooneers. And gonna defend a bit in Citlan. I'm still reanimating shit in Jankeep, and I'm now rolling out 80 skeletons to start taking some provinces if we can. Hopefully we don't run into any other enemy troops. And we've got these little holdout units here. These guys retreated from Ultima Delica north, unfortunately. And that's literally 8 units plus a commander and a level 3 priest. I don't want to lose the priest, so I want to try and get him back to my cap if I can. So these have become the world's smallest assault force. They're going to attack Furia. You know, if there's only like 1 point of province defense here, then it should be fine because we can just smite it to death. And I imagine that this army is going to attack Sleepy Mountains next turn, so I think this is a safe bet. As long as there might be a huge stack of PD here and it'll probably kill them, but as long as that doesn't happen. If that does happen, they might even retreat into Citlan, so that'd be fine. I really just want to keep the priest more than anything. And that's it for this turn. There's not really much else I can do at the moment. The archers in white. I don't know who that is, but we've got 146 gold. Sure, we'll just max bid, see if we can get it. A couple of archers, why not? Those Deer Tribe archers seem to do a little bit of damage in the last fight, so maybe. And that's it for this turn. Everything else in Jankeep is just sitting here. It's only these the units that my prophet has, plus the skeletons in the garrison. And we are still reanimating, so we are reanimating lots of stuff every turn. And yep, so that's it. It's pretty boring, but find out what happens next time. Hello and welcome back. Let's get to it. Research and Conjuration was completed. Gets us nothing, but we're almost at level 3. And then we can use our water gems to... etc. Another throne was claimed. We cast Revive King again. Then we had a lot of battles. So, battle in Sleepy Mountains. This was us losing our temple, which we expected to happen, but there wasn't much we could do. Apparently there was still a priest here. I thought I moved everything out. Oh, I must have still had recruitment on, of course. So I recruited a priest that turn and it got killed. Oh well. And then there was a battle in Kalermagor as well. There was no clash, it was just Kinladod took it and that was that. And also a battle in Golem Range, which is this one. So we lost these 3 provinces. Again, we pretty much expected to lose these provinces, so... it's interesting that we actually killed one of the elite swordmasters in in Sleepy Mountains, so that's quite good. Battle in Erythmia was me taking a province with my 80 long dead. I'll just show this off. It's not very interesting, but... So his province defense commander is this guy, who is still pretty tough. So once our skeletons get in range, he cuts down a couple of them. And it's even worse in Furia. I'm pretty sure we almost don't take this province. Because our smiter isn't quite far forward enough, he's like slightly out of range. So we can smite that guy, and then he can't smite anyone else. So we walk forwards, slowly. Finally get into combat with this guy. We can't do shit to him. And he starts killing all my dudes. And then he finally routs before we do. And we take it. So it's pretty tricky. And that's it for messages. This is going to be a very short turn as well, because the only thing I'm doing this turn is just moving every single thing I have onto my cap and patrolling. Because my one last sort of hope is that Citlan attacks my cap now with this little stack. And we just saw that we can't really fight these units at all, but if we have literally every single priest that I have casting Banishment behind a bunch of troops that are all told to just hold and attack, so they'll hold still for 2 turns. So the enemy will all move forwards. They'll move forwards very slowly because they're in line formation, unfortunately, but they'll move forwards into our banishers, and then we'll banish like 400 times, and hopefully we'll kill them all. So that's the plan this time. What are you? Oh. Need the cobalts. Same for you, I think. Yep. So yeah, that's the plan. So just for this turn, we're going to all move to Citlan and patrol. Everyone's on move patrol. Yep. And if he doesn't attack Citlan, then we'll resume trying to capture provinces next turn. But just for this one turn, we'll do a patrol trap and hope he walks into it, and then also hope that we actually kill him. And I think that's it for this turn, to be honest. It's tempting to put some more points into province defense, but at the end of the day, it's probably not worth it. So yeah, I'm going to hit end turn. That was very quick. Unfortunately, this guy has not played his turn yet, otherwise we could instantly see what happens, but alas, it is not to be. Although from your perspective, I guess it is instantly, but, well, you know, whatever. Hello, welcome back, turn 18. I woke up this morning and learned that the United Kingdom has voted to leave the EU, so this might be the last turn of the game, depending on whether or not the United Kingdom now falls to calamity and ruin, I suppose. We'll have to find out. So, another throne was claimed. I haven't really checked thrones for a while because I don't think worrying about thrones is in my future much. And then I forgot to mention last turn, but there were provinces here that had, I think, military units in them. There were military units in Colomagor, and there was I'm not sure if there was anything in Wicker Woods. I think it had just been taken. So I thought, why not? I'll attack them both with scouts. I attacked this one with a scout and with my assassin, just in case there was like a 1 point of PD here. I thought maybe this guy will somehow manage to assassinate those fucking commanders, and then the scout can keep the province. But I didn't even have to do that. We just literally just took 2 provinces for free with scouts. I'm pretty sure I am like the scout cap master. Like, that's the one thing I'm good at, is capturing provinces at scouts. And then on top of that, we took Wicker Woods, and then we had an unexpected event where we gained 10 defense in Wicker Woods, so that's nice. So we now have these 2 provinces. And that was it. So I set a patrol trap, but the only thing we caught was a spy. So we got to see Citlan's scout, I guess. This must have been his starting scout. So he's had a spy in my cap, which isn't good. Because I think that lets you see graphs and things. But he's just as fucking... Look how powerful this guy is. Alright, well, we killed him anyway. And someone's been vanquished, so that's good, because it means I wasn't the first person to die, somehow. So Jaso's been vanquished. Alright, this turn's going to be even shorter than the last one. Citlan now has 2 armies parked adjacent to my cap. I assume they're going to attack my cap this time. So I'm going to attack into this army and hope I win the coin flip. And I'm going to attack with literally everything I have. Because this is the last chance I have to fight his army in 2 halves, if you know what I mean. So if he moves them both onto my cap, then I'm going to have to fight them all together, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to try and catch half of it with everything I have, which is conveniently it's all this. And just see how it goes, I guess. I'm not sure it'll be successful or not. It's tempting, of course, to just sit here and just reanimating undead now every turn, and he can siege me, and each turn I'll just have more and more undead, and by the time he sieges me I might have, like, 400 long dead. But to be honest, the long dead don't really do anything. they just die really quickly. Because it's not like I can fatigue his troops, because they're all undead, so... There's not really... It's not like I'm going to be able to recruit any more priests, and priests seem to be... Well, I can get a few more priests here, but... The deciding factor is going to be how much I banish, I think. So, might as well just crash into him here and see what happens. And again, if we do manage to knock out some of his troops, then we can start thinking about retaking territory. Because we are still holding on to a lot of territory, especially now that we've got these two as well. You know, it wouldn't take much to link these back up. But yeah, it's just see how it goes. We've got 230 gold. There are some mercenaries. I don't know what these guys do. Sonnenkinder. Sure, we'll put in... Well, I'll put in slightly above minimum bid. Just see if we get them. In fact, let's not bid them there. Let's bid them here and just use them to recap provinces. Fuck it, I'll just put everything in. That'll do. Let me see if we get them. I don't know what troops they are. Hopefully it's something that can cap provinces. And yeah, that's it. Not much else to say. Because there's not much else we can do. But that was turn 18. And hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, welcome back. Turn 19. This will be very short. We managed to recruit the mercenaries, and we lost Kolomogor again to Kilnadod. And I moved all of my troops into Sleepy Mountains to try and catch half of Sitas's army. Unfortunately, I did not catch half of his army. I caught his entire army, which is not what I wanted. So let's see how things unfolded, shall we? This might be tedious, I don't know. We have a lot of banishers. And just to remind ourselves, these are very, very good units. 16 magic resistance, 25 hit points. And if we actually get into melee, they have 20 defense, pierce resistant, a bunch of resistances, heat 3. Yeah. You can make your predictions now as to how this fight unfolds. It's a lot of banishers, right? At this point, I think we've started banishing our own troops. I don't think the AoE discriminates. I think you just hit whoever's in the AoE. That was a pretty nice volley. We got... Oh, look at that damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Killed like 2 things, but it did a lot of numbers. Let's go on turbo now. Alright, so in case you haven't already worked it out, we are losing. But we did kill a lot of troops. Doesn't look like it, but we did. And that's how it ends. So, we lost pretty much everything that we had, except our priests. All of our priests escaped. We lost all of our mages, unfortunately. We kept one Onyx Chanter. Lost all our Long Dead. Almost all of our troops. We've still got some Harpooneers. But he lost 35 Elite Swordsmasters, who are 60 gold each. So that's, what, 1800 plus 300, 2100 gold? I mean, that's a lot of... That's a pretty big loss, right? And 3 Light Swordsmen. Another 150 gold. So, I think he actually lost a hell of a lot more golds worth of troops than we did. The problem is that I still can't really beat him. I've lost all my mages as well, so I'm like really behind now. And I was really behind to begin with. And he still has at least, what, 70 troops? Yeah. So not... like, I don't really know what to do now. This is not really... There's not much we can do. We recruited the mercenaries though, so we'll attack none. They're just set up like this, nothing special. The mercenaries themselves are macemen. I think I've had these guys before, I'm not sure. Led by a captain. And I don't have any mages except this guy, who I guess can research. Everyone else is just reanimating. Currently there are no long dead in the garrison, and none being led by any of my commanders, so next time we'll get to see exactly how many long dead we can reanimate each turn. And I guess that's it for the turn. Commanders, 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 couple of scouts. We've still got Wicker Woods. Well, I'll keep him there because I think it might be about to get attacked by this guy. Province has not organised any local defence. Let's give it another shot. And I guess we'll move this guy to here. Or up here. And that's it for the turn. So I'll hit end turn. And then I don't think next turn is going to be very tricky. So I might just take it now. So give it a few seconds to, here we go. Turn 20, let's see. Lots of battles, okay. So, another battle, oh this is my scout, so we didn't take it this time, that's too bad. Battle in Nern, did we take that? Yes we did, excellent. Did we lose anything? No. Battle in Citlan, that's my cat being attacked. So he's got 71 Elite Swordsmasters left. And battle in Dweck. Oh, there's a Gorgon in it. That's not very good. So that's his Pretender, I guess. Unexpected event in Ermithia. Plus 10 defense. Oh no, there's more Elite Swordsmasters here. That's not good. I'll put defense up to 3. I'm gonna attack this, or... Well, that's about the only thing we can do. Let's assume we're gonna lose Nern to this army next turn, and we're gonna lose Furia to this Pretender next turn. So, can he defend that? Yes. Let's go there. He might move to Old Land to defend it. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Got another priest here. Start reanimating. And in my cap, how many long did we get? No, it's hard to... 132. So we get 132 skeletons a turn. That's not bad. Oh, we can't reanimate while we're being sieged. I didn't know that. That's a shame. So, we might as well just break siege with what we've got then. And just give it another shot. Exactly the same thing we just did last time. And, see if it works out any better. I assume it won't. I assume this is the end of the game. For me. So, yep. Put the skeletons in the front. Set them to hold, why not? Still got all these harpooneers, they can go on... Have we got a commander with any experience? Leeds 55, Leeds 55, lead 55. But I've only got 51, so I didn't even, I don't know why I was worrying. Harpooneers can go somewhere, it doesn't really matter. Hold, hold. Everyone's holding. What are you? A light infantry. You can go with the skeletons. You cannot go with the skeletons because you can't do that. You can go with the harpooneers. And everything else is the same. We've recruited another Supreme Composer. Make sure that you are slightly further forward. Get everyone to break siege. And yeah, let's get these guys as well. It's more priests. This game is pretty much over for me anyway at this point. So what does it matter? You can attack Citlan, and there we go. So Gorgons fly, so he might be able to move to Citlan in one turn. So there might be a Gorgon in the fight as well, who knows. But we'll break siege and see what happens, I guess. And I'm not sure there's anything else interesting I can do. Can't cap any provinces, unfortunately. Alright then, end turn. So thanks for watching. I guess I'll tag episode 21 onto the end of this video, because I think it's going to be the last turn of the video. So thanks for watching, I guess, and I'll see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back to turn 21. That was good timing. Welcome back to turn 21. Let's watch me breaking siege, shall we? So this is my last stand. And I guess it unfolds more or less the same as the last battle, so it might not actually be worth watching it, but we'll watch it anyway. It's on Turbo. And I'll talk a bit about the game, I suppose. I think maybe what I should have done in the very early game, in like the first few turns of the game, is probably just ignore mages and just recruit loads of those Holy 3 priests, just to get my my skeleton engine up and running even quicker. And then I could have just used the skeletons to expand earlier on, because my troops weren't very good. But I guess I got kind of greedy, thinking I could hold off on the reanimating for a bit and try and get my research going. And then try and get a fort and stuff like that. And of course I never did either of those things either, because I got invaded on like, what, turn 8? I had to start defending. So yeah, the one thing I would have done differently is I would have just started recruiting Holy 3 priests from level 1, and then expanded with skeletons a lot earlier. That was the last battle. We did lose, unfortunately, but we killed another 36 elite swordsmasters who cost 60 gold, so 36 times 60 is 2,160, I think. So we did another 2,000 gold worth of damage to him. I think, what was it, like 2,400 last turn or something like that? I can't remember. But we did about, I guess we've done about, what, maybe almost 5,000 gold worth of damage to Citarsa during this war. And it's cost us almost nothing, because we've mostly just been losing long dead. So in any other circumstance, you would think that we would have won this war quite handily. It's just unfortunate that his units are just so good that he can eat almost 5,000 gold's worth of losses and still beat me. Which is a shame. But there's not much else I can do at this point, so I'm going to go AI this turn. Usually I don't go AI. I just hang around being a nuisance for as long as possible, but in this instance I don't actually have anything left, so I can't even really be a nuisance. I can't reanimate any more skeletons. Can't recruit anything. Lost my last other temple in Jankeep. I've got 4 little provinces here, so this will be the turn I go AI. Is it worth checking graphs? I can only see myself, so there was my graphs. I hope that hope that's very illuminating. As always, thank you for watching. This will be the last video in this series. I'll try and get into another game and get another series up shortly, though. I know I'm not a very good player. I know that. I know there's lots of people out there who think my videos are terrible because I suck so badly, but well, there is no but. I think that's just an absolute truth. And I think that says it all, really.